Bom dia, tudo bem? Hoje está terça-feira, 3 de outubro, and I'm going on 72 hours since that nasty foodborne illness struck me, and I'm probably 85%. I really needed to kind of hang out near home base yesterday, and that's what I did. Today we'll see. The next few hours is going to dictate what exactly my plan is today. If I'm still feeling not comfortable, I'll probably just chill at the hotel pool. If I feel like maybe I can go through a day without without having to be near a bathroom, I may check out. Well, I probably will check out. The other option would be oh gosh, a beach club. So just like these vendors rent tables and chairs, beach clubs are like the next level beyond that. They're more expensive, but they offer more services, usually better gourmet food, mixed drinks, things like that. So instead of hanging out this dirty beach here with, basically lawn chairs, you go to beach clubs and, these great service, super safe, and lots of menu items. It's a little more exclusive. It's going to cost a bit more money, but really not that much. So that is one of those two options. I'll probably head back. I'll do about a 2-hour walking north here, see how I feel, and then either just chill at the pool or hit a beach club to the south. There's a number of options, and I'm not quite sure which one we're going to hit yet today. These clouds are certainly a bit of a welcome change. I don't mind that. It certainly helps keep the sunburn at bay for a little while anyway. It's nice. It keeps it cooler for sure, because as soon as that cloud moves, it's just like, turning the oven on to 450. But it's nice to see. It's quite dark this morning. There is much more cloud cover in the sky now than what there was. This is more cloudy as it's been the last few days. Wind seems to be out of the north, which is kind of blowing this way. I'm walking into it, so it may not last long. But I'll take what I can get for cloud cover, that's for sure. I'm not going to complain. This is about where I made it to last night before I turned around, except this morning I'm going to go a little bit further ahead. I had plenty of time and want to check out the confluence of the Sergipe River. This is not Rio San Francisco, that's to the south of us. This is the Sergipe River, where it interacts with Oceano Atlântico. I want to check out, I want to see what these currents look like. If there's any kind of visual cues that would say, don't swim here. We'll see. I wish restaurants had the same visual cues that said, don't eat here. But yeah, sadly you never know. I guess, you eat some bad stuff, the only thing you can really do is just hydrate. Just keep drinking fluids and your body's gonna push that stuff out. And that's all I did. I just tried to hydrate and keep drinking, and then it's gonna be a different time for everyone, but all you can do. I probably pushed it too hard yesterday. I walked like 6 miles yesterday because I just couldn't stay in a place. But I probably should have rested more. But I do feel even better today. Hopefully that trend will continue. But anyway, we're gonna head up here and see what this looks like. Making some progress. Every time the tide goes out, these guys gotta re-dig their holes for umbrellas. And then, yeah, sadly just trash. There's an up-close shot of the lighthouse. I will say this is the first beach I recall. A lot of weird birds around here. Seems like a scavenger type bird. This is the first beach I can recall seeing an abundance of shells, where sometimes you step on them, it hurts. I don't recall any other beach where I would see so many seashells in the sand. But here you do. There's quite a few of them. I'm not going to take them. Not going to risk that going through customs immigration. Well, there's a nice skyline here. Wow, you can see the bridge. Yeah, we'll have to see what's up and around here. This is the furthest north that I've been so far. But yeah, cool lighthouse. I don't know that it really does anything other than just a selfie spot. But, oh, another red flag. That's the first of this little spit. They got a bunch of them down there. You see the river straight ahead. Yeah, I wouldn't get in. And after this, north of here, just like a bunch of nothing really. No commercial, no residential. Interesting. That'll do it. Nice shot of the lighthouse. We'll head back. Didn't take long to get here, maybe 45 minutes or so. Pretty quick little walk. You can see those rigs out offshore. I wonder, I see some helicopter traffic. I've not tracked where they're going. Maybe they're going out there. I don't know. But that'd be cool to catch, eh? Helicopter landing on one of those rigs, that'd be really cool. I don't know that they even take these red flags down. They're probably always, yeah, I mean, that flag's seen some better days. It's been up there a while. All right, that's it. Well, those clouds didn't last long, but I'll take what I can get. It being about 8, these guys really aren't set up. It'll be 9-ish, 9:30ish by the time these guys are really ready to do business. And that walk back up there was almost exactly 2 miles. So 2 miles north of where I'm at on the beach. Took me just past that lighthouse there. And after that, it looked a little sketchy, actually. I was not going to hang around there too often. And kind of thinking, you know, it pains me to say that, boy, you know, I visited a number of places and I would return to any one of them. Aracaju, again, I don't like even saying this, but I would never come back here. I mean, I don't hate the place, but it would be really difficult for me to try and convince someone to visit Aracaju, because all the decent stuff is not here. It's elsewhere. It's the canyons, it's San Francisco, it's Laranja. Oh, Laranja, that's a city. I'm pronouncing that wrong. Another historical city, but sadly you need a police escort to go see the churches and the Baroque architecture and all the historical sites there. All the stuff, you know, Manguiseco, that's in Bahia. It's a different state even. They do that for a tour. So it's just like, yeah, it's the town itself, there's barriers, the traffic. I mean, the people here are wonderful, but, you know, I wouldn't come back. I clearly simply would not come back. And I would not suggest visiting here to anyone, sadly. The canyons were cool. That really is the primary with that, and San Cristobal was the 2 main reasons that I came. And I did enjoy seeing those. I have a day here too long. I did plan like 2 days to R&R. 1 would be enough. I've seen what I need to see. But if I'm still feeling well enough, I'll go check out a beach club. But that, you know, the surf there is going to be the same here or whatever, which is fine. But I would really struggle to convince someone to say, oh yeah, you need to come here. You do this and this and this and this. No. So yeah, that's it. It's probably the only place that I've been that I wouldn't intentionally return. These guys are regulars. Bombeiros Militar. I didn't know that they spec them out differently. I thought there's just Bombeiros, which are just like lifeguards, Guarda Vida. Maybe there's some subcategory of lifeguard, like law enforcement, beach police. I don't know. They certainly have their ways of parceling out their law enforcement groups, that's for sure. But they make frequent trips up and down the beach. This may be the first time, because I don't see any other tire tracks. This may be, well, it's 8 or 10 after. Maybe the first trip, but they did seem to just go up and down. I wonder how far they go down. So there's police presence on the beach and certainly on the streets, but they're certainly not handing out any speeding tickets, that's for sure. All right, well, there's certainly worse ways to spend a couple hours in the morning, certainly worse places to walk. That was all right. I think my stomach's probably gonna be okay to maybe do a short little excursion down south to a beach club. We'll see. I think we're gonna be all right. But we'll head back to the hotel. The pool doesn't open for another 40 minutes or so, and those beach clubs usually don't open until 10-ish or so. At least it's not Monday. I don't have to worry about, oh, it's Monday, so they don't open till 4 o'clock or whatever now. All right, that's it. Oh, nice shot of the skyline. Just looking north. No traffic lights. You know, if the roads were as bad here in town as they are outside of town, you wouldn't see traffic zipping by at 30 or 40 clicks above the speed limit. The roads outside of city are just horrible, just terrible. But in town they're just nice and smooth, and there's no speed bumps here either. There's just no reason for traffic to drive at a reasonable speed. Nice clear day. The clouds really kind of blew away. Wind kind of shifted from the north, out of the north to like kind of the northeast. Although you can see some bigger clouds down that way. And it's looking south. Traffic's pretty mellow at this point right now. Hey, we're not that high. I think this is so... I'm on the first floor. This is the pool, what I guess technically be like the fourth floor. Not that high up. But certainly not an imposing skyline by any stretch. I wouldn't think that this city, Aracaju, is like, oh, another 200,000 more people than Maringá. I would not think that at all. All right. Next stop. Staleiro 79 Beach Club. It's about 20 minutes south of here. So we'll see what that's like. All right, that's it. Well, as always, you know, again, they got the whole place to themselves. And where do they decide to sit? But right next to me. Why not, right? Why not? Well, at least I got first dibs on my area. And yeah, they had to just plunk right down next to me because there's no other options, right? There's no other place to go but right there. This is a pretty cool place though. There's a number of clubs like these. There's one more, something Junte-se or whatever, a little more down south. What is that? There's a bunch of people going out into the water. Is that a cult or something? What is going on down there? That's weird. Wow, this sand is hot. They get the little sprinkler system here going as well too. Oh no, they're gonna move. But how nice. They must have finally freaking realized that, oh yeah, let's not camp right on top of this guy. Jesus. Okay. Oh, surf looks okay. Oh, some motorcycle people. Yeah, this sure beats hanging out, packed together like sardines in a dirty city beach up north there. Because you know what I don't see is a lot of trash. I mean, I see some coconut husk, a little bit of plastic here and there. That's par for the course. But at least you remove a lot of the human element. You remove a lot of the trash. That's a good thing. It's really difficult for me to estimate distances. But the tidal zone here, I would, and not even knowing where we're at tide-wise, easily a few hundred feet. Easily a few hundred feet between low and high tide. Even just now it is. It's still, I can still see that kind of misty beach fog. Looking to the north and looking to the south, you make out that's Faroji São Cristóvão. And I don't know that it's actually functioning. It looks just like a concrete tower from Google Photos and satellite. It's only like 7 kilometers from here. I could probably walk there in about 40 minutes or so. I don't know that I'm going to do that. I'm going to just kind of stick close to my really cool beach club. The last largest beach clubs more south than this one is called, I think, Junte-se Beach Club. And it's got like some kind of weird Greek Mediterranean theme going with like, fake statues and ornate decor. It reminds you of like Roman Greco. I don't know what they're trying to do, but this is a pretty basic stripped down version, not, ridiculously elite like Junte-se. Junte-se just turned me off from that photo. It's just trying to be really super fancy and not interested in any of that. The ride down here took about 18 minutes or so, but I guess I kind of have to say that the best way to enjoy Aracaju is leaving Aracaju, get out of Aracaju, because to me there's not much here. To find the best of it, you got to leave. And I had to go about 10 miles, and you know what? No trash. That's always good. It's just a nicer atmosphere too. The waves are, I was able to walk out a lot further. It's slightly different here, but I only went up to my thighs or so. It doesn't feel as strong. Could just be the day. But I'm not going out there swimming by any stretch. I don't see any red flags, but it doesn't mean I'm not scared. I'm not going out anyway. But this really is a nice area. We'll see what they charge me for it. I'll do a price list after I leave. I'll spend a few hours here today before I head back. I'm in no rush to get back. This is really, again, this will be the nicest place in Aracaju, or near Aracaju, that I'm staying close to my hotel anyway. All right, that's it. All right, yeah, and again, I'm not sure what that group of people are doing out there in the water, but if I had to guess, that concentration of white canopies down there is probably Junte-se. beach club. They've got this white theme going. I'll bet that that's them. And once you get past them, there's a couple of small places, but nothing that size anymore. And I'm sure that they're quite expensive. These, I think they got like a 4.6 average Google review. My place here, I think got like 4.6 or 4.5 or something. There's a couple of the smaller ones going north. And the Uber ride, I think, cost me about 27 reais. Driver, as always, was friendly. But, yeah, I guess if you want to come to the beach, I would suggest hopping in an Uber and driving 10 or so miles out of town. Again, you're probably not going to go swimming out here, but at least you avoid the Rio lookout. At least you avoid a lot of the trash anyway. All right, say. But either way, I like it here. It's a little more grounded. I mean, as far as beach clubs go, certainly not fancy by any stretch. But I like this. Even if it was full, be all right. But this really is a cool place. All right, well, that was a really nice, I don't know, 4-ish hours here at Staleiro Beach Club. Total cost for some food, some drinks, some beers, like 88, 90 reais or so, something like that. Certainly worth it. It's quiet. There's like myself and like maybe 3-4 other clients here, but totally chill. Pretty desolate drive. There's not much between here and downtown Central. Uber driver's like 3 minutes away, so he should be here pretty shortly. Otherwise, he's gonna have to probably pull. No, he probably just pull in here, I guess. Yeah, I'll just pull in here. I'll meet him up here. Anyway, good day. We'll head back to the hotel, and then I'm gonna prep for my early flight to Champa tomorrow morning. All right, that's it. Well, the livestock here don't look particularly stout. They're all kind of slim. All right, final night here in Aracaju, and to be honest, really couldn't have come fast enough. I had a great experience at the beach club today. I had to say, if that tank, that would have just stick a fork in it. I mean, it was kind of done anyway, but that would have just been the proverbial straw. But I had a good time there. Even still, even a good time there, it's just this town, this city here itself, locally, by foot, even by bike. Well, you could rent a bike and ride down there. It's just this city. I can't suggest it. I just can't suggest. I wouldn't come here again, and I would again have difficulty in trying to persuade someone to come here. But I saw what I wanted to, which were the canyons, saw Cristóbal, and Praia de Atalaia. So, yeah, Praia de Atalaia. So I saw what I wanted to see, and that's it. I'm gone. I wish, you know, in hindsight, probably maybe one less day here, one more jump, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. The food poisoning, well, that could have happened anywhere. And that you just never know. Fortunately, it took about 48 hours for me to feel really 100% better. And it did pass. I didn't know there was this little kind of like back roads here. Kind of would have taken this more often versus the street where there's just way too many fast passing cars. This is a nice little shortcut here. Or it's just this little kind of hidden road here. It takes kind of behind the go-kart track, which is kind of cool. And so it being my final evening here in Aracaju, I've got an early flight to Champa with a connection in Recife. My flight leaves at 6 in the morning. And I'll head out to the beach, catch, you know, a quasi sunset, and then grab a pastel or whatever. Interesting little shot back here. Underutilized area here by the lake. That's Project Tamar, the sea turtle place, and they got these little inland ponds or lagoons that there's some small vendors that set up there, but totally underutilized. Well, and then here's the scene from the beach as the sun goes down. Usually you start to see some surfers kind of out for like the rest of the day. Evening or late afternoon seems to be a popular time. Maybe just because it's just so damn hot during the day, I don't know. Well, I have to hold this really still, but there's a surfboard dude out there. He's paddling further out. Jesus. This Brazilian Aquaman out there. Yeah, that's insane. This may be the best time to do some cropping on those rigs out there. I wonder how far they are offshore. I'll have to see if I can find them on Google Maps. I'm sure they just didn't spring up overnight. They must have taken some time. There's quite a few of them. And I did notice them even down, there's a ship out there too. I noticed them further down, you know, 10 miles down it seemed like there were even more. So this just may be a really big oil gas place for the country. I'm not really familiar with where those hot spots are, but Petrobras is busy drilling here, that's for sure. I literally just turned my back for a second and the sun just fell behind my hotel, which coincidence, it was a total coincidence. It just set behind the place I'm staying, total coincidence. Nice sunset. Okay, applause, insert applause here. Yay. Unspectacular sunset for sadly an unspectacular city. I'm sorry, Aracaju. That's just my simple, humble little opinion, and many can disagree, and you're welcome to. But it was fun. I certainly don't regret coming here. I minor regret maybe staying an extra day, but otherwise, I got to see some really cool things, and I got to meet some really awesome people. The people from Rio Grande do Sul, the people from Salvador, the people from Brasilia who also love Jampa. So once again, the people made it a wonderful time. So that's always a pleasure. All right, back to my place for a quick change, and then on to my pastel buddies, and then pack up for tomorrow's flight. Right, that's it. Well, as luck would have it, that is Azul's ATR 72 on its way to Recife. Should be a quick little flight. You know, and Gol keeps canceling their flights at 5:10. This is the second time they skunked me on it. But I was waiting around for that Gol 737 on its way to Sao Paulo. So I don't know what's going on with that. We have banking left, heading north. And that's where I'll be heading tomorrow, is to Recife. I gotta check the flight time on that. It's not a particularly long flight, but that'll be my plane, or at least a similar one. All right, that's it. Lunch. Oh, and you don't often see horses on the beach either. You know, there's a surprising number of horses I see on the roads here. I'll see them in Jampa too, but there's quite a few here.